right, black and white sports supporters. Well, today is the NFL Super Bowl. It's pretty amazing that, congratulations, Roger Goodell and the NFL. The entire event is officially not about a football game at all. You've turned it into a circus clown show because of your little halftime situation you've brought on yourself. Anyway,
the comment detonated across social media, shattering any remaining image of corporate harmony. Sophie Cunningham didn't hold back, openly criticizing Nike while praising how Adidas treated her team with far greater respect. This wasn't a subtle dig, it was a direct and unapologetic challenge to one of the world's biggest brands. Her words laid bare a frustration that many within the WNBA have quietly carried for years, now erupting into the spotlight with undeniable force. The statement pushed fans and analysts to re-examine Nike's confusing handling of one of its most marketable stars. Raw, fearless, and impossible to ignore, her honesty sent shockwaves well beyond the league, dragging years of perceived neglect into clear public focus.
The other day I made a video. We all know how neglected Nike has treated Caitlin Clark for a long time. They didn't finally release a real commercial that was, and granted, when they did, it was a fire commercial, but it didn't come out till December, like 6 weeks ago. And she's been in the league since May of 2024. They neglected her. Signature shoe, forget about it. It's not out yet. Hopefully that this spring, maybe. And then the other day I did this video and
The outrage ignited after Nike made the puzzling choice to skip a Super Bowl commercial this year, a move that left Caitlin Clark completely out of the spotlight. With millions watching the biggest stage in sports, the brand passed on a golden opportunity to showcase one of basketball's most dynamic and marketable stars. To many, it wasn't just a marketing miss. It came across as a loud message of disinterest toward a rapidly rising icon. Fans and players alike were left shaking their heads, questioning Nike's strategy and whether the company truly understands the momentum reshaping the modern sports world. The decision poured fuel on an already growing wave of criticism, turning frustration into full-blown backlash.
Is facing a federal investigation for DEI discrimination against white workers. And I talked about the other day, I said, was Asia Wilson's comments about things related to Caitlin Clark, especially the marketability and the fandom prior to Caitlin Clark starting in the league, where Asia Wilson very publicly made things about black, white, race. We all heard that. And I said, interesting. So you mean to tell me Nike puts out virtually nothing?
The Super Bowl controversy wasn't an isolated slip. It felt like another entry in a growing list of questionable moves that have kept Caitlin Clark on the sidelines of Nike's biggest moments. Over recent months, the brand has seemed unusually slow and detached, handling one of its most exciting young stars in a way that's left fans and commentators genuinely confused. Late campaigns, no standout signature product, and repeated missed chances to capitalize on her momentum have created a clear narrative of missed potential. It's like holding a winning lottery ticket but never cashing it in, leaving a noticeable void where a powerful athlete-brand partnership should be thriving. This ongoing pattern of underestimating Clark's impact only fueled the frustration that eventually reached a boiling point.
Opportunity to promote Caitlin Clark at the Super Bowl, right? Don't count on it. Don't hold your breath. Don't hold your breath for that, because Nike has decided to not run an ad at this year's Super Bowl. Guys, I mean, come on. What are we doing? What are we doing? And we'll get to Sophie Cunningham in a minute, because Sophie Cunningham very playfully threw some shade at Caitlin Clark over Nike this week. And Sophie wasn't wrong.
Take a closer look at the timeline. Caitlin Clark made her WNBA debut in May 2024, yet Nike didn't launch a truly significant commercial for her until December, almost 6 months later. When the ad finally dropped, it was powerful and attention-grabbing, but the long wait was hard to justify. Those months represented prime momentum, a period when her popularity and cultural impact were skyrocketing. The slow rollout stood in stark contrast to the fast-paced, high-impact campaigns Nike usually delivers for athletes of her caliber. More than a simple marketing misstep, it suggested a deeper disconnect in strategy and vision. The extended silence left fans and analysts wondering whether Nike fully understood the moment Clark represented, and as time passed, the narrative of missed opportunity only intensified.
Confirmed to Adweek that it will not run an ad at Super Bowl 60. The move comes just 1 year after the brand ended its 27-year hiatus with the, quote, "So Win," a widely praised ad from Whedon Kennedy Portland that championed women in sport. At the time of the publication, Nike did not provide additional comment on the decision to stay out of this year's big game. The brand will still have a dominant presence as the NFL exclusive supplier of uniforms, sideline practice, and base layer apparel for all 32 teams.
Then there's the missing signature shoe, still absent despite Caitlin Clark's enormous popularity and proven market appeal. Fans have been left hanging, offered little more than vague promises of a possible spring launch. A signature sneaker is more than just gear. It's a symbol of elite standing, a tangible sign of an athlete's cultural impact, and a key pillar for building lasting brand loyalty. By moving so slowly, Nike appeared to let a huge market opportunity slip through its fingers, missing the chance to lock in Clark's momentum at its peak. The continued delay felt to many like another sign she wasn't being treated as a top priority, fueling the growing perception that her star power wasn't being fully recognized or maximized.
Broadcast with prices coming in at $8 million for 30 seconds comes as it orchestrates a turnaround plan focused on reversing years of sluggish sales and restoring its flagship brand. Well, your biggest star is sidelined right now. I mean, you had somebody that could be the equivalent of her own Jordan brand, and you sidelined her forever. I mean, finally gets a logo. Okay, I mean, it took forever, and you